So when I bought the bike, the guy told me that the carb was broken. I think what he meant by that was both the choke and throttle are both absolutely seized and I can't move them at all. So I'm gonna figure out how to get this carb off and then we're gonna start trying to take out the engine. Great, oil on my shoe. Gosh, dang it. God, that's bad, that's bad, bad, bad. Man, this thing holds a whole lot of oil. Golly, just full. Here, I'm gonna take this line off. Yeah, that's right. I guess here comes the engine. Wow, that was pretty easy. This is the rustiest chain I've ever seen. Literally, it is seized on itself. That is just sad, man. Should never get this back. Chain's not coming off. Chain is not coming off. That thing is rusted solid. Man, that's just really dumb. Check out this flywheel though. Of course, the bike is seized solid, but flywheel looks mint. Wow. You know what? I wonder if I put one of these clutch holders on, if I can get any movement out of this thing. Oh my gosh, it's turning. Yeah, maybe we should do that. Alright, well, this is the rustiest chain I've ever seen, so I'm just gonna slice it clean off. I got half of it. There we go. Chain broken. Gotta put this thing away. Old chain, garbage. Alright, now with that out, I'm gonna head to the other side, get that bolt out, and you'll just see me rip the whole engine apart. So here we go. This is the big moment. This is the big moment. Dude, seriously, the engine is about to collapse right now on my foot.
It just falls?
Yeah, it's not good. All right, engine is out, guys. This power plant. Dude. Engine is out of the frame. Richie is struggling right now, but dude, I gotta record this. The oil pump is connected to the throttle. It's connected somewhere. All right. Hold it. So yeah, that was just the stator stuff, so. Here we are, the seized engine that probably weighs around 50 pounds. Of course, right next to the rusty S-Pet pipe. Oh no. Of course, it's just gonna go. Come on, you're gonna worry about an oil stain right now? All right, let's put away the Dremel that I used to cut off the chain with because it was so rusty. So yeah, you can obviously tell it was a pretty low hour bike. I tried to turn this with a clutch holder, but it obviously didn't budge. And you can just see by the luster of it, it's obviously brand new and it's never been taken out. Something is seriously wrong inside this engine and we're gonna figure it out. And there was water sitting in that cylinder for who knows how long. We're just gonna open it up and see what little Easter egg we get. Probably gonna get some water, some rust, everything in between. Lovely. All right. This is gonna be quite the reveal. Let me turn it around for you guys. Oh man, this engine weighs a ton. So this entire engine is seized to a crisp. And we're gonna find out what's inside of it. Oh my gosh. Come on. How rusted solid is this head if I can't even take it off with a hammer? Dang it. Alright, it's time to break out the breaker bar. A full-blown breaker bar on this head. It's gotta do it. Come on. Am I tightening or something? No, this is loosening. Oh my gosh! I mean, this had to have never been taken off in its life. This has to be like factory tight. Because that is ridiculous. I have a breaker bar and it is still hard. Wow. I've never seen that before. I've rebuilt plenty of engines and I have never seen that. This thing will not sit in place at all. That is insane. It feels like I'm shearing the bolt off. Like one of the studs, the motor studs. It feels like I'm shearing it off. That is just terrible. I'd be surprised if this thing was opened up, ever. I guess we're about to find out. Get ready to see a whole lot of rust. Here we go. Oh boy. Oh no. I mean, I gotta shine a light in there for you guys. Can you see that? It's like sitting in a puddle of rust. Oh man, that cylinder's... It looks like there's rocks in there. I hope that's at least not in the bottom end because that would be terrible. Oh wait, when you rub it off with a... Oh dude, this is gonna be so bad. Cylinder looks fine actually. Like, you can hone it out or something. I'm gonna need to pound on this piston. Alright, so I've got some rust release penetrant WD-40. I really want to see if I can pound that piston in at all. But then again, the piston's probably destroyed anyways. So I could just use something like this or one of these. It's just about the same size. Grab a hammer and just go ham on it. Oh my gosh. I'm actually moving the piston from that. That's incredible. That's got to be the bottom right there. Had to pound the piston in. The cylinder is coming though. And there we are. All right. Oh my gosh. Let me go ahead and wipe out this cylinder and see if it's still good. Cylinder has a little bit of rust deposit, but other than that, there aren't any deep gouges in it, so I think I can shine up this cylinder and repair it. What I'm worried about though is the bottom end. I think the rust has gotten down there and the whole engine is just filled with water. Pretty sure this crank is seized to oblivion. Oh man. It's at least trying to turn a little now. Oh yeah, that is crusty. Look at that soup. Look at that yummy soup in there. So much water in there, it's insane. See that? There you go. It's like soup. Alright, well you guys can't see much. I'm sorry about the lighting, but I'm just trying to provide the best YouTube experience as I mess with this crank. Maybe I can get it to free up. It is so crusty, it's insane. Alright. First of all, I'm gonna pour out this motor and get all the water out of it. If I can at least pour some oil down there, we'll get some lubrication. Alright, there wasn't that much water, but it's probably the first bit of lubrication this thing has seen in years. Or months, or weeks, or however it's been. Check that out. You know, it really is crazy what just a little bit of oil can do. I mean, it's turning over freely now. Even if it's even if it's rusty as heck, it's still turning over just fine. I mean, yeah, it is a little crunchy, but oh man, that is just funny. I mean, I could almost start this thing. No, if I started this thing, it would seize. This is gonna be pretty painful, but it really doesn't matter that much. Might as well have ran right there. That's awesome. This thing was absolutely seized and now it's spinning over pretty darn good. No, that is not an excuse to reuse disgustingly destroyed parts, but it's just cool. yummy, dirty oil. Fun fact, a new piston for this thing is $9. So, it's not that expensive to rebuild. I'm not gonna lie, that crank feels fine. What the heck? Just a few oil flushes and this thing will be good. It's literally a $200 PW80. I'm not gonna be all stingy with it and spend all this money on it knowing that I could just run it with the cheap, rusty crank. Trying to keep the build as cheap as possible, you know? Alright guys, it's the next day. I just got back from Road Atlanta from a track day, and last night I put the cylinder and head on and tested the compression, and obviously the camera died, but the compression's good. So I think I'm gonna reuse the cylinder and crank, even if it's all dirty. I'm just gonna flush out the oil like 6 times, and then I think we can use this engine. So I think I'm gonna deviate from the engine right now, and I'm gonna go to the pipe because it has a lot of rust on it. I'm gonna use this Dremel for extra strength. Let's get dremeling. Alright, so the pipe came out acceptable. The rust was just too bad. I just had to shave it all off and it just came out too shiny in my opinion. But it's shiny and it's silver and that's what matters. So the pipe's ready to go. Alright, so I got the cylinder and head back off because I wanted to kind of break in the frozen up crank just a little more. So I put some quality premix oil down into the cylinder or the crank, and I'm just kind of breaking it in, getting rid of all the dirt and rust that's down in there still. So I ordered a few parts on eBay to get this bike perfect. Got a petcock because the old petcock, as you saw, sheared straight off. Kickstart because the kickstart on it's already stripped out. New chain because that one was rusted to heck. A new throttle grip, a throttle tube and grips. A new carb. Yep. So I just drained out all the old oil with chunks of who knows. So I'm gonna fill it up to the tippity top with fresh oil. What is 650 centimeters cubed to fluid ounces? 21.98 fluid ounces. Let's get it. That's just about 20. There we go. That should be just about 21. We're good. Now that this engine's all back together, we can go ahead and install it. Go ahead and install the exhaust. It's good for investors, but it's terrible for the oil companies. Alright guys, well that's where the bike stands right now. Still waiting for all the parts to come in, like the carb and throttle system and all that, but for now, I got the engine in, the exhaust on, and everything's looking pretty together. Really does look like a $600 PW80. Alright guys, so this is as far together as I'm gonna get it until we get parts in, but I want to hear it fire over, so we're gonna turn this with a drill. And we're gonna squirt some good old go juice in it and see if she fires. Let's hope it doesn't blow up. Let's do it. Whoa. Smoke, smoke. Ah! It's working. There's smoke everywhere. You know how loud that was? That scared me so bad. There's smoke everywhere. Oh my gosh. It runs, guys. So I think it sparks. Yeah. I really don't want to fire it up until we get No, it's good. We heard it. Yeah. Well. Poor thing. No, it's not poor thing. Look at it, dude. This thing was seized with rust. And the cylinder is like full of rust deposits and then we fill it with highly combustible starting fluid. Okay. Oh, man. We should wait until the parts come in. Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys then.